This is DDBD Blog Talk Radio. All right, guys. So we just found Murphy Lee. So he's going to be calling in any few seconds right now. So thanks for that. So we want to quickly just remind everyone that, hey, Wednesday, July the 27th, guys, at 9 p.m. You guys need to mark this out in your calendars. Wednesday, July 27th, 9 p.m., we're going to be live on air with Tanisha. Yes, Tanisha from the Bad Girls Club, one of our favorite watch seasons of the Bad Girls Club. So you guys want to tune in. You don't want to miss this. This is going to be great. And she's going to be talking to us about everything. You know, we're going to open her up. We're going to ask her different types of questions. So, yes, this is going to be good, guys. And on Tuesday, actually on Thursday, we have one of the new members of the Bad Girls Club. Her name is Angie. So, guys, you definitely want to tune into that. That's going to be very, very good. We don't know exactly who she is, but we're going to find out when we put her on the show because her episode doesn't come out till August the 1st. So, you guys tune in to Oxygen August the 1st. I'm thinking it might be coming on 9 p.m. So, that's the time to expect, but keep in touch with us. We'll give you guys some updates on what's coming up. Okay, guys, we're going to put Murphy Lee on air, and I'm anxious to know how this is going to go. So, yes, I'm 4866, about to be live on air. 4866. Is this Murphy Lee? 4866, you live. Is this Murph?
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, what up, Mama Girl? How you doing?
Okay, how you doing? Well, thank you so much for taking some time to come on the show. Appreciate that so much.
Okay, appreciate you having me.
Okay, so we want to just basically get straight to the point. You know, just let everybody know what's your name, where you from.
My name is Murphy Lee, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay. Shout out to St. Louis. Okay, get right to it. You know, we asked you to come in on air to speak to us about, you know, just more important matters that are going on. You know, we see you as an entertainer, but you know what? We want to see a different side of you, and I think you'd be a great candidate for people to, you know, listen to you and speak to you. So thank you so much for taking the time again to come on. So I want to know, okay, what are your views on education and young people?
My views on education and young people is that we need to reinforce that back into our young people. You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point in time, we were slaves and we were forced not to read. You know what I'm saying? We get killed for reading. And then so people were fighting to read all our life. And then once a certain time came, at some point in time after the 80s, where it felt like we were forced to learn, you know what I'm saying, instead of us wanting to learn, to have that urge to learn, you know. So I think we need to reinforce that, and I think that comes from actually teaching something that relates to the students that you're teaching. I think we need to implement Black history, you know, definitely into the system or in every subject, not just history month and not just history class, you know what I'm saying. Like, we need to know where math and everything comes from and science comes from. We need to talk about that because it's a past that's been erased that we don't know nothing about. So education is kind of hard because I feel like we have to do it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're supposed to do it like a job, like somebody making you do it. You're not doing it on your own. So anything you ain't doing on your own is like not putting your heart to it. It's like hard.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? You made two really, really good points that nobody has actually said on our show. Is that we know we fought so hard to be able to get the right to read, and now people are being forced to read. You know, that's so true. You know, so thank you for that. You know,
and then if only people knew that when you read, it works a certain part of your brain. You know, and that's a part of your brain that you need to exercise constantly. So every day you need to read something that exercises that part of your brain, or it will stop working on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it will make you illiterate, but it definitely will not advance you at all. And it's sad that we won't take that time out to read, especially once you're done with high school.
Yeah. Thank you for that, because you know what, you're right about that. It's a certain part of your brain that needs to be exercised, and you cannot neglect it because you know you need to keep on storing information in there. So thank you for that. Thank you so much. Okay, so going to the next question. Do you feel it's easier for a young crowd to deal with different peer pressures that they're faced with in today's world?
Probably so. It was so new to our parents and us that the kids have seen it all. You know what I'm saying? They've seen it all at a young age. They're exposed to so much from TV and internet and everything that's going on, even in their own households with their parents and people surrounding them. So I think they're exposed to more. It's not taboo anymore. You know, it used to be taboo at one point in time. A lot of things we weren't able to see or be a part of.
Yeah.
You know, TV used to cut off at midnight. You know what I'm saying? It used to go, you know what I'm saying? So now that thing on 24 hours programming your brain. So that's basically what it really is we're being programmed right now. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah. So basically parents need to just pretty much step it up and be more into what their kids are doing.
Yeah, you definitely. It's time now. Like the gap. What happened was during slavery was it was a separation between the young and the old. But now you had so many. Like I know people my age had kids at young ages at 14 and 15, so they're kind of closer to their kids. So now instead of just letting them do what they do, you need to really. They kind of relate to you. They want to be you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can talk to them. You can show them. You don't have to leave it. You don't have to leave it on BET for them to raise them. You don't have to leave it on such and such Nickelodeon to raise them. You can actually be a part and homeschool them as well as send them to school.
Okay. All right. So when you were younger, you know, what have you always wanted to be and why?
I always wanted to be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was young, I always thought about being when I was like third grade, I said I want to be the president. I used to say stuff like that, but you know, now I see that I wanted to be a teacher. If I wasn't doing this, I probably would be a teacher somewhere. You know what I mean? Still doing entrepreneur stuff, owning my business and stuff like that, but I would be a teacher. I told my brother Keywan that I wanted to be a teacher. He said, don't be no teacher, fool. Own your own school. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I'm trying to get into owning my own private school for my ethnic.
That's good.
Folks.
That's really good. I know teaching is very hard. It is. You know, you deal with so many personalities, and at the same time, you have to maintain yourself a certain way, and that's tough. Mm-hmm. That's very hard. So, do you have any regrets in life?
Do I have any regrets? No. The only thing I regret is regret. I don't regret anything. I think you learn from everything. I don't think there's really a wrong, you know what I'm saying, because everything you do wrong, you learn from, you know, so everything is right. You just got to push forward, keep moving.
Okay. Okay. So, what has made you or molded you to becoming the person that you are today?
I think just being around like my brothers and my lunatic brothers. You know, I grew up around my brother and Nelly, so it's like just taking on that and being and kind of maturing a little early. You know, I didn't really when I'm around my friends, I'm like the old head. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm around people my actual age, so when I'm around them, I'm the kid, but I'm soaking up so much, and I think that's what created me.
Okay. So, so have you ever been picked on growing up?
Probably by Nelly and Keywan, you know what I'm saying? Not picked on, but like I always was the little brother, you know what I'm saying? So in that type of way, like nothing I say really mattered until a certain age anyway, you know, so probably was wrong anyway. I've never been picked on, never been punked, never been bullied. I think I bullied a few people. I want to say sorry about that. I'm a little guy, so I got a little people syndrome. So I definitely couldn't be picked on. I like to protect myself.
Okay. All right. So this is a very important question. Okay. So how do you tell a person that's being bullied to help themselves?
If a person being bullied to help themselves, at some point in time in your life, you just gotta stand up for yourself, you know, and it doesn't mean like fight or do something crazy. It just means just don't take it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that as a human, if you feel like you're in danger to get hurt, though, tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to tell nobody because that becomes a problem. You know, and then some people don't never read what's wrong with the bully. You know what I'm saying? We kind of always look at the person getting bullied, and there's really something wrong with the bully.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's really
Nobody
true.
helps that problem, so you really need to tell somebody because that somebody probably can help.
That's true.
Get
Very
down
much.
to the real problem of it.
Okay, so how important is self-esteem?
How important is what?
Self-esteem.
I guess self-esteem. Me personally, I have knowledge of self, so I think that once you know yourself, it's not even about self-esteem. It's just about, you know who you are, so you're great regardless of anything that goes on in the world. So I never really tripped off self-esteem, but I do look at others and some with low self-esteem, you know what I'm saying? If they just realize who they are, just had knowledge of self, it wouldn't even be in that predicament.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I think with young people, you know, self-esteem is a big thing with them, you know, because, you know, we see so many, you know, we want to be like everybody else. When you're young, you just want to be like the next person. So I think self-esteem with young people, it's very important, you know, and how do you help young people gain self-esteem?
Basically just communicate with them, man. For real, if you got low self-esteem, it's really a friend thing. You just need friends. You just need somebody to talk to sometimes, you know. So I don't really think that a lot of times when people have low self-esteem, somebody's talking to negative people that's around them that kind of lowers them, you know.
That's a good point you made because, you know what, the people you hang around with, yeah, they can really help your self-esteem. So it's very important to hang around the right people, basically, you know. So, yeah, okay. So we got to go on a commercial, on a quick 50-second commercial. So if you guys could just stay on air, okay, stay on air. We got to go on a commercial, all right?
All right.
Okay.
Me not working hard. Yeah, right, picture that with a Kodak. Or better yet, go to Times Square, take a picture of me with a Kodak. Took my life from negative.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. This is CWG Blog Talk Radio, and I'm your host, Layla. And we're live on air with Murphy Lee, guys. He's actually answering the questions in a way I didn't expect him to, but he's being so real about it. And I really appreciate the two good points that he made about, you know, education and how, you know, people had to fight for education, and now we're being forced to go to school. And that is a very, very good point he made, and that happens a lot with the young people in today's society. So school is very important, and you know, we thank you for that. So, okay, Murph, moving right along with our questions. Okay, this question is going to be kind of tricky, but take your time with it, okay? All right. What do you say to the young crowd that thinks dating many people at a time is common? I'm going to break that down.
Repeat that again.
Okay, I'm going to break that down to you. What do you say to the young crowd that thinks dating many people at one time is common? Like, for an example, you know how some of the boys, they think it's okay to have 3 or 4 girlfriends at a time because they think it's cool or it's common. Or you know how young girls would date, you know, 3 or 4 different guys and they think they pimps or they think they, you know, they pimping it or swagging it. Okay, so what do you say to those people that do that?
Personally, I just think if you're friends, then that's fine. But if you're telling this person that you're the only person in the world that I want forever in my life, you know what I'm saying? If you're leading that person on, then it's something different. You know, but me personally, I'm one with nature, man. There's no telling. Life is to spread seeds, man. So it's kind of hard for me to say that, you know. But I think as a young person, you need to watch who you're dating, and basically, like I said, don't lead no one on.